try to take me out, but you can't kill what God designed. It's savage season. My soul's still standing. Yeah. I took the shots, but I never fell. They loaded lies, but I broke that shell. Every word they threw trying to cut my name, I turned the pain into propane flames. Yeah. Can't chain me, can't claim me. God wrote the blueprint that made me. Every setback was a setup. Now I rise, no letter. Pressure turned my faith into diamonds. Storm turned my steps into timing. I'm the proof that a queen still reigns, even when she's walking through the rain. They want my peace, they want my crown, but I won't lay my armor down. I walk through fire, I'm still whole. You can't break a bulletproof soul. These the rules of a savage. I don't bend, I don't break. Came through the fire with too much at stake. I don't wait to be seen. I was born to be loud, head high, crown tight. I walk through the crowd, cause queens don't chase. We change the game, my name don't shake. I shake the frame, every step I take is a throne I claim. These the rules of a savage. Remember the name. Yeah. Walk in like the ground should pay me rent. I don't end the soft, I come in with intent. Never asked for a seat, I built the whole table. Never broke under pressure, I got bricks for labels. Scarred up, but that's proof I live. Turn my pain into purpose and flip that script. Don't call me extra, I'm just too rare. They whisper when I pass, but I don't care. I don't wait for yes, I am the sign. Silence ain't for baby, that's the grind. Boundaries like gold, no it's divine. If peace ain't the offer, then you out of line. Forgave what hurt, but I don't rewind. You had access once, now the gate got spine. Call it savage, I call it sane. Call it holy, I call it rain. Of a savage, I don't bend, I don't break. Came through the fire with too much at stake. I don't wait to be seen. I was born to be loud, head high, crown tight. I walk through the crowd, cause queens don't chase. We change the game, my name don't shake. I shake the frame, every step I take is a throne I claim. These the rules of a savage. Remember the name. Yeah, crown check, never lost it, just realign. I move like God whispers, she's one of a kind. I don't shrink, I expand, I don't wait, I demand. I'm not soft, I'm a sacred, I'm the blueprint, the brand. They ain't gotta clap, I bring my own band. If you don't feel me yet, you gon' understand. This ain't just a vibe, it's a royal command. A throne ain't a chair, it's where a savage stands. These the rules of a savage, I don't bend, I don't break. Came through the fire with too much at stake. I don't wait to be seen, I was born to be loud, head high, crown tight. I walk through the crowd, cause queens don't chase. We change the game, my name don't shake. I shake the frame, every step I take is a throne I claim. These the rules of a savage. Remember the name.
Talking dreams, now schemes grow strong. Plant seeds, hustle hard, no.
Back up, I'm stepping in me. Lip gloss popping, crown sitting clean. Ain't here for the soft talk, this room got heat. Savage room queen still snatching the seat. I don't beg, I don't chase, I don't cry. I just boss up, blow up and tell them bye. Got them shook off the walk in the side eye. I'm the whole plate, baby, you a small fry. Click clack in my heels, that's.
Alright, y'all, we're going to hit this real quick because the baby was tired. So, welcome to the Savage Room. You guys have been waiting all month for this. I did not come with some of the things I was supposed to because we've been going through hell. But what else is new? You go through hell when you're ready for a transformation, and my transformation is coming. So, I want to talk about something because somebody asked me about something and they kept saying, Baby Whistle, why do you keep calling stuff bulletproof soul? Because I have a bulletproof soul. So, I'm going to explain to you right quick why I'm doing this today. Today will be August 30th, 2025. A year ago, we lost our mother. Today will be her marking her birthday. So, we're going to mark this the Savage Room way. Since the Savage Room was made by her, it was made by my mother, but it was given to me. The Savage Room was made to help women, encourage women, reset your mind, see what you can see, take the rose-colored glasses off, and be the powerful queens that you are. So let me let y'all into the mindset. Since a lot of y'all don't understand what my mindset is, let me let you into a little secret. The secret in this sauce is unbreakable, fearless, unbothered, and unstoppable. For the ones who are tired of breaking and ready to become a weapon, it isn't just a vibe, it's a savage mindset reset. So, when I call myself a mass destruction weapon, it is this mindset that I have. Now, this ain't for everybody. This is not for everybody. But this is for specific people who are tired of being misused, who are tired of being dragged, who are tired of being stomped on. That's why I did Shitty Feet, Willing Back. These are for those people who are ready to step up. Now, when your transformation comes, you're going to need to have this bulletproof soul. It's some armor that we put on ourselves. You're going to have to have this mindset because so man thinketh, so he is. So, I want everybody to clear your mind right now. And as you clear your mind, understand the Baby Whisper is tired. I am dealing with my own emotions. I am dealing with everything else going on. So if I project that out to you of anger, it's not out of anger, it's out of frustration. And I'm really frustrated because I'm up here on my mama's birthday and I'm doing this. I should have did this last night but didn't. So, you know, this is how life works. Life works like this, so let's get life in. Alright, you ready? Queens, I want you to write down these points. Point number 1. Unbreakable doesn't mean untouchable. It means you choose power over pity. Now, there go that word again, pity. We ain't gonna go into the word pity, but y'all know how I feel about pity. You've been hit, bruised, dragged through seasons where your name has been mishandled and your love misused. But instead of falling apart, you tightened your crown and rebuilt it in silence. You mastered the art of looking in like peace while carrying the history of war. You're not unbreakable because nothing happened. You're unbreakable because you decided nothing would have happened without the final say. Without the final say. Excuse Baby Whisper, she was drinking a whole bunch of soda. Anyway, that's how I'm up here. Anyway, so let's talk about the savage truth of this. And point 1, the savage truth is being whole was a choice. You bled, but you didn't beg. That's the choice. You choose to feel like you are whole, but you are still bleeding, and you are not going to beg for anybody else's respect. You're not going to beg for anybody's affirmation. You're not going to beg for nobody's love. You're not going to beg for nobody's attention. You have to turn the attention and the truth to yourself. Affirmation. I don't deny the storm. I just don't bow down to it. Y'all ever heard on Mulan when they talk about the wind might blow hard, but the mountains don't ever bow? This is what they're talking about. You don't deny that you've been through hell. You don't deny the trials and tribulations that you have. You embrace it, and you don't bow down to it. Stop playing the victim. Anybody that plays the victim is a manipulator. Stop playing the victim. Stop saying what everybody else did to you and start understanding you are a part of the storm. The storm can't reach and touch you without you being a part of the storm. You are the element in that storm that's going to hit you. You have to be the element. It's your journey. It's your life. So stop saying this person did this to me and start understanding that person did that to you because you drew that chaos to you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you might want to go 4 Savage Rooms back. Just go 4 Savage Rooms back. Now, I got a reflection for you. You ready? Where did they expect you to break? Ask yourself that. And what part of you refused to die there? Right about the moment you almost folded but didn't. Now, let's talk about this. Because there are moments in your life where you're ready to fold, when you're ready to give in, when you're ready to stop, when you're ready to die, when you just know that everything's going to be upside daisy and you fold to it. When you bow down to something, you are submitting to it. Don't submit to your defeats. You a queen. You a king. Stand up. Why are you submitting to your defeats? That's not a king and a queen mindset. That's a whole nother word that I'm trying not to say, because this is my mother's Christian teaching, so I'm trying to be a Christian right now. But we all know what this gonna go. My mouth is gonna come Skittles, because I'm gonna get very upset when some of y'all be calling me, telling me, asking me questions, and I'm like, girl, boy, what the fuck is wrong? There you go. Where's wrong with you? You want to be a king and a queen, you want to be a boss, but you don't even know how to be a leader. You can't even lead yourself somewhere. You can't lead yourself somewhere. Everybody that's behind you is going to be following your chaos and not what you're supposed to be doing. Your purpose and your chaos cannot be in a reset mindset together. It doesn't work that way. That's the storm. The storms come. The storms come in 3 transformations. First, it comes as a tropical depression. Y'all hear that word? It comes in a tropical. Your storm starts with a tropical depression. Now let's break this down mentally here. Let's talk about mental wise. A tropical depression mentally means that everything is going to be at you. Your job, your kids, your household, your relationships, everything is going to be at you. And everything is going to be pulling on you, pulling you to start that, let me get straight now, to start that storm that's inside of you. And that storm inside of you is all the self-doubt, all the depression, all the self-hate, all the where is this, all the abandonment. It's going to start as a tropical depression and then it moves up to a tropical storm. Y'all notice where I'm going with this because this is how the weather goes. When it moves up to the tropical storm, you're going through obstacles now. Now you're hitting every kind of obstacle you possibly can find. And you pulling on every damn thing instead of yourself. You not looking in yourself. The point of Bulletproof Soul is to get you to change your mindset and look at yourself first. Because if you don't look at yourself first, that tropical storm going to turn into a hurricane. And we know plenty of hurricanes that has ripped apart everything. Starts off small, it gets big because we feed what we feed it. What we feed everything. What you feed it is going to affect how it becomes. When you get to that hurricane in your life, you at a breaking point. Some of y'all just go to things like witchcraft. Some of y'all might go to church. Some of y'all might go somewhere that you are not looking in yourself. Because you don't know how to. You were taught that your worth was with something else. Your worth starts in yourself. I told you this 100 times. I'm not going to recap. I'm going to tell you again. Your worth starts in yourself. So when the storm starts, when the tropical depression starts, when it starts, you need to look at yourself first. Pull yourself aside and check yourself. Check yourself. What the hell just happened? Why did this just happen? When stuff fall apart, we seem to fall apart with, oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh my God, what am I going to do? While you calling on God, call on God for that mindset and say, hey, can you give me the right mindset? I need to recheck my mindset. It's okay to recheck yourself when you're in the middle of chaos. Because if you don't check yourself, your chaos is going to turn into a hurricane. And if we don't notice, hurricanes bring tornadoes, magicians. It brings cyclones, illusionists. It brings other things, earthquakes, tricksters. If you don't understand how everything ties in together by now, you ain't ready for the Savage Room. You ain't ready for season 2 anyway. You need to go back to season 1. So, point 2. Y'all ready for this? Write this down. Fear is loud, but it's also lazy. It only wins if you sit still. Now, I know, Exhausted Warrior, I told you to sit the fuck down. But that ain't what I'm telling you right now. I'm talking about sitting still in the middle of your chaos storm. That's what I'm talking about. Fear talks big. It's the big talker. Fear is the most shit talker you can find. That fear that's in your head is the biggest bullet that's in your life right now. But it's not built for a battle. It wins by distraction. Fear isn't built for battles. Because once you overcome that fear, the distraction is gone. Notice one thing. It is one hell of a shit talker that can talk its way into anything because it is an emotion that we all forget that we have. It wins by distraction. It whispers, you not ready for this. It whispers, you ain't capable of this. It whispers, you're not accountable for this. And hopes you believe it. Because it's your own voice talking back to you. You're going to believe what you haven't just heard. But I need you to understand, Bulletproof Souls don't wait for the perfect timing. They walk in it anyway. You're not fearless because fear disappeared. You're fearless because you stopped listening to it. You showed up with shaking hands and you still snatched the mic. Which is why you see me right now. Because you can't take what isn't yours. It's mine. I ain't afraid to do nothing. I walk in fear every day. We don't know what the outcome gonna be, but I know one thing, you gonna feel me when I'm done. Fear, favorite food is delay. I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for this. I don't know what to do. I don't feel good. I got a whole bunch going on. Your greatest excuse in your life is you have delayed something because you are afraid to do it. Now here's your affirmation. I will not fear the fight. I was born to break it. When you feel that fear coming up in you, y'all want you to do me a favor, kings and queens. I want you to sit down and say, I will not fear the fight. I was born to break it. Now, here's your reflection. You ready? What has fear convinced you to delay, avoid, play small about? What would you, unshaken version of you, do today without apology? Now, a lot of us at a point where we are in the middle of a transformation, and I kept talking about a transformation. We are in the middle of transformation, and we are looking at ourselves like, I can't do this, I ain't gonna do this, or somebody telling you you ain't ready for this, or this ain't the time, or somebody else telling you this is not the perfect time. When you get that bubble up in you, it's the time. Whether you think you can go through it or not, it's the time. Whether you understand that you got to take this step out there and you're going to trip and fall because it's something new, it's the time. Timing is your blessing, and you're going to miss your blessing if the distraction of fear has convinced you to delay it. Most of us miss blessings because we forget that it is not our timing. It is the delay that takes us from that bubble. When that bubble starts coming up, it's your beast telling you, get up, wake up. This is your time, move. Now what we see and what we think are going to be two different things. Because we know what we can do, but we going to see what we can't do, and we going to stop ourselves from doing it. I don't need an amen chord. I don't need no clapping. All I need you to do is understand me when I say this. Stop convincing yourself to delay yourself from your blessings. Your bulletproof soul is your mindset. In your mindset, when I tell you change the narrative, I say it 100 times, change the goddamn narrative. Your mindset is going to tell you, girl, you don't belong here. Boy, you don't belong here. When you hear that, that means you belong in that motherfucking room. You there for a reason. Your timing sometimes are going to be caught by a magician or a trickster. I'm going to tell you why. Because in that time, when they take that from you, when that fear come in you, when that doubt come in you, when that comes into you, I'm going to tell you, they are there to suck your blessing out. And there are people put around you right now that is killing your blessing. They put there, whether it's your family, your friends, your loved one, whoever it is, they are put there to put a hindrance on you. And this is the game of life. This is why Chuck does the game of life. This is the game of life that we have. This was put here for a distraction. And the distraction comes out of the fear. And they feed off your fear. You can't have no children. So what? How many children have you hugged? You ain't good enough to have no husband. Are you happy? Are you content? You in a dead-end job. You scared to move up. But everybody telling you how good you doing, while some of them giving you compliments, they cursing you. Understand that. Understand that. While some people are giving you confidence, they cursing you. They holding you in that one spot. We have so many monetary spirits around us, it don't make no goddamn sense. It don't make no sense how many monetary spirits we have around us. I'm going to tell you why it don't make no sense how many monetary spirits we got around us. Because monetary spirits feeds off your fear. And if you have been pushed down, broken, and sat down, then you don't understand that your sitting still and your sat down is two different things. Let me help you out just a little bit. Your sitting still means that you are sitting still and stagnant, and your blessing is being sucked out of you by somebody else. Your sitting down means you are strategizing where you need to go. Now, while you trying to figure out whether you sitting still or sitting down, some of y'all tied down by rings. You know the band that go around your finger? God put that there for a reason. That is not meant to trap you. Because your significant other should not be holding you back from something you want to do. Your significant other should not be holding you in a stagnation by anything that they give you. They shouldn't be draining you. Your significant other should be working with you on your chessboard. Especially if you got a ring on. If you got a ring on, you should be standing next to your king and queen. But sometimes we stand next to the wrong person. And when that happens, the board switches. We're on a checkerboard. Life is not a checkerboard. It is a chessboard. There is a difference. If you don't know the difference, go pause me for a minute and go ask Google, because I ain't going there right now. If you don't know the difference, pause me and go ask Google. But I'm telling you right now, your sitting still and your sitting down is two different things. Now I'm going to tell for all y'all queens that's sitting down right now, because I'm one of them. Literally, I'm one of them. Now, I am sitting down right now, but that's not the point. I'm sitting down for a reason, because I'm strategizing. I understand that there's a blessing about to come. I understand that there's a transformation about to happen. I understand when you are feeling yourself and you are going through every chaotic moment, I understand that you got to strategize. When you get to that mindset to strategize and when you pray on it, it's going to change it because your energy going to come out where you need to be. But some of y'all need to cut off those suckers. Yes, I said it. And those tricksters in your life. And for those of y'all who've been tricked into doing something, let me talk to y'all right quick. For some of y'all who've been tricked into doing something. Now, whether you were tricked into helping somebody, whether you were tricked into being there for somebody, whether you are so angry at yourself that you holding something back from yourself, remember that chaos comes with a storm. Get out of the tropical depression. Take that depression and turn it into fuel. How you do that? You forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for getting into that transformation of chaos. There's two transformations. There's a transformation of chaos and a transformation of blessing. Because with every good comes an evil side. That is the way we are balanced in life. Stop telling me there's no evil when we know there's good out there. You see evil every damn day, but you want to deny it, which is why I got a problem with the church. You denying something that you ain't supposed to deny. You can't believe in something so holy, so good, and don't know that there's not an evil thing out there. And for those of y'all who've been touched by evil, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to tell you something too, right? While you sitting still, you think you know every goddamn thing. You sitting still because you feel like you sitting down. You're not sitting still and sitting down. When you sitting down, you are strategizing, which means your mind is moving. When you sitting still, you are stuck in that chaos. So a man thinketh, so is he. So if you think you got it, you think you know everything, you think everything is in your head, you got that gift of gab, you don't know shit. I said it just like that. I sure did. Come for me. What you gonna come for? You gonna get your feelings hurt. Because even in my mindset, I know I don't know everything. It's the most painful pill to swallow. I know that I don't know anything, but I'm gonna learn it. Because a teacher, a true teacher, a prophet, the ones that y'all call prophets, the people that y'all claim that can teach things, a true teacher knows that every day you learning from your students. You are teaching them and learning from them at the same time. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to somebody out there. Because like my mama said, when she did this, I don't know how many years ago, 1997, when she did this in 1997, she touched a whole bunch of people like that. Because some of y'all teachers ain't true teachers because you don't know you got to learn from your students. Some of y'all out here doing motivational and everything else are pushing out negativity, chaos, and all kinds of your own control into somebody. You are building a manipulating web with that person. I don't want no goddamn soul ties. I done broke all mine. I got 2 left, and I'm getting rid of those too. So, your kids ain't got nothing to do with you sitting still. So stop getting angry that you had babies at a time when you thought it was a good time, but your timing is a blessing. We don't understand about timing. Timing happens because it is written in the stars. When they say written in the stars, they say when God looked down on you and pushed breath in you, he gave you your journeys. Your free will, here come that word again. Your free will is what changes your journey. And karma, that bitch just don't want to go away nowhere. But I'm going to tell you right now, karma gonna hit you. She gonna hit you in the ass so hard that she gonna be laughing while she hits you. Because karma is the common to your tropical depression. Let me tell you why. Because some of the good things that you have done saved some of our asses. It saves your ass. But I'm gonna tell you right now, all the shit that you thought ain't nobody see, karma see everything. If you don't go back and apologize, you gotta know how to apologize to people. And mean what the fuck you said. Don't apologize to somebody with open ends. Because I'm telling you right now, with that open end that you got an apology, it's going to pull. It's going to automatically grow soul tie. And it's going to pull. And that other person going to say, wait a minute, I can manipulate them to do this. They're going to pull. Then other people going to come to you. And then you're going to be in a whole web of lies with a bunch of people that you thought you could trust around you. And you trying to figure out, who the fuck was I supposed to apologize? Apologize to yourself first. See, once you tell yourself you sorry, once you tell yourself you understand, once you tell yourself this is what happened, this ain't really my fault, but it happened, so I gotta be a part of it. Speak the words of truth, and truth will set you free. How do we unlock the chains of generational curses? We speak the truth. Some of us don't even know the truth in our family history. They done lied to us so much we don't even know the fucking truth. We trying to figure out what the truth is ourselves. The truth is your journeys that you have took. Stop adding things to people around you. Look in yourself and tell yourself, while you hook yourself to somebody else because they a good time, that good time is going to help your tropical depression turn into a tropical storm. And by the time you get to a tropical storm, you are so far engulfed in chaos that you ain't even going to see the light at the end of the tunnel until the hurricane comes. Most of us in hurricanes right now. We feeling all that chaos. We understand that we need to sit down, but instead of sitting still, you need to be strategizing. Strategize your comfort zone and understand where you got to push your barriers. Your boundaries and your barriers are two different things. Your barriers is the walls you put up. Not so high where you can't see nothing. That's what we don't understand. That wall needs to be retractable. It needs to go up when it needs to be and come down when it needs to be. Y'all ain't listening to me, so what's the point? Point 3. Peace is not soft, it's savage. Again, peace is not soft, it's savage. The most people can't handle yours. Now, let's talk about this. Peace isn't quiet, it's calculated. It's the discipline not to react. The wisdom to explain. The strength to smile in the room where you were once broken. A bulletproof soul protects peace like royalty guards the throne. It's earned, not given. The most healed you become, the most dangerous your claim feels to people you can't control you. Now, I'm going to explain this right quick. I'm going to explain this. When you come into peace, all them people that was chaos in your life is going to tell you changed. All those people in chaos in your life is going to tell you that you have absolutely turned into somebody they don't understand because they was there for your chaos. They weren't there for your peace. Your peace is the most dangerous part of you. That place that you close your eyes and you can go to 5 minutes, but it's not just that. It's the walls that go up. Your peace is the remote control. Your peace is the calculation, which means it's the pin code to your wall. Don't get nobody your peace. Don't get nobody your peace. You get somebody your peace, and it's going to tear your whole life apart. Affirmation. Wait, let me give you savage truth first. The louder your chaos, the most terrifying your silence becomes. So, the louder their chaos, the most terrifying your silence becomes. Now I'm going to tell you something. I told you this way back, a couple Savages back. The person who won the argument is not the person who had the last word. The person who wins the argument is the person who stops talking first. A lot of us don't understand that. We don't understand how the hell that's possible. I'm about to tell you how that's possible. I'm about to let you in a little secret here. That's possible because The last person that talks is always the one that think they won the argument because they got the last word in. The last word means you are cowardly thinking you have lost. The person that walks away and strategizing how they're going to come back has actually won the argument. It's not war when you're doing an argument. Argument is not war. War, the last person that hits the bomb is the person who wins. The most casualties that have been sought out are the ones on the opposite side of who wins. Now, when you're in the middle of a battle with somebody, and you battling for your peace because they want the pin code to your walls to get into you, when you battling with somebody, it's always going to make that chaos wall. I ain't going to tell you how to break that chaos wall yet. That's for next time. You go to affirmation. I don't just protect my peace, I command it. You must tell yourself, walls, I walk into some rooms and I say, People know when I say that, I be like, hell no. When I say hell no, that means all my walls, everything went up. Nope, nope. Some places we are meant to walk in to bring peace. In those cases, you push out love in yourself. You just walk like yourself and smile. That's why people who walk around smiling are people who are meant to bring peace. The people who like to pull on them are the most chaotic, miserable people because they're taking your peace and put chaos in you. You better hear me. The reflection, you ready? Who gets access to disrupt your peace and why? Who do you give access to disrupt your peace and why? What boundaries must be enforced to make your peace non-negotiable? Your peace is your non-negotiable. Your peace is your pen when you write contract, silent contract, reject, cancel in the name of Jesus. That is your non-negotiable. Your peace is your pin code. Stop giving your pin code to everybody. Just because they claim they're your friend don't mean they really your friend, because some of y'all friends around here is causing y'all the most chaos. Some of y'all friends around here want to be y'all so bad, and they're around you because they think they're going to suck the life out of you to become you, but nobody can be you. Oh my God, I don't know who I'm talking to. Nobody can be you. We all were put here for a purpose, and if we get that point, then maybe we can stop sabotaging some other people. See, they want to sabotage your peace. That's the only thing that they can do. They can sabotage your peace. They can trick you into giving you a pin code. Change the motherfucking pin code. Oh my God. There go those Skittles again. You're going to have to learn how to change the pin code. There are some people who keep pushing them buttons, and they like, I know this was her pin code. I know this was, you know how you change your bank pin code? Let me say this in a way y'all will understand me. You know how you change your bank pin code? Your currency is your peace. Your currency is your gold bar piece in your vault. Now, if y'all don't know, gold is the most important thing around here. So, your piece is a gold bar in your closet. You got 5 in a month. How many people got the pin code to your gold vault of your piece? How many people? How many people could call you on the phone and you get off the phone with them and you like, ugh. You should never get off the phone with your friends and feel like, oh my God. They are your acquaintances, and teach your kids that your friends are supposed to pull on you. Your friends are supposed to come to you. There is supposed to be an exchange. The exchange is when you tell the truth and you fix something that they got, they gonna push love back into you, and that's how we exchange energy. That is the peaceful way to exchange energy. If you got your castles around you on your board, they gonna look at you and be like, Your knights gonna look at you and be like, where they at? Please start listening to people. Some people around you are telling you the people that you need the most are the people that you don't need. For those people that are in your life, the people that everybody got a problem with, that person in your life that brings the truth, that breathes life back into you, of course they want that person around you. They don't want that person around you because where is the old you that was stuck in your tropical depression? And some of y'all got hurricanes going on. You got hurricanes in, we got bombs going off everywhere. We got tornadoes, we got everything, cyclones, everything going on. That big ass wave, what they call a tsunami, those of y'all who face the tsunami, I'm going to tell you how to get it done. The tsunami is somebody died in your life. The tsunami is somebody has hurt you. The tsunami is you got a divorce. The tsunami is you lost your job and you got kids and rent to pay for. When you get to that part of that tsunami, you need to sit the fuck down, strategize, and forgive yourself because you didn't do anything wrong. The point to Bulletproof Soul is to forgive yourself. It's my fault. Oh my God, what I do? I'm sorry. Some of us say I'm sorry a lot. Not because it's an emotional trigger. Because we say I'm sorry, we're mostly talking to ourselves. I'm sorry. I say to myself all the time, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way. Acknowledge your feelings. See, we acknowledge everybody else's feelings. We don't acknowledge our own feelings. Because we want to be so tough, boss, and everything else. But a true queen and king can cry about it. A true king and king can talk about it. A true king and queen can accomplish something because they are accountable for their own feelings. We want to run the rage all the time because rage makes you look big and bad. Not understanding that rage comes with frustration and stagnation and everything else. When you put your hands on somebody to take their life, understand that you mark yourself with the beast. Now let me explain this really, really good. Because when you mark yourself with the beast, every person that you have hurt, you will have to go back and help 20 more people. And I mean save their life. I mean touch their life. I mean it's going to drain the fuck out of you. Most of the time people be looking at me like, what is wrong with you, baby Wisdom? I am exhausted. I am walking as an exhausted warrior. That's why it's time for me to strategize. I am giving too much of myself to people who just take it. When you get to that point, your residual, your beast is going to be like, where my food at? I can't even feed myself. Then you go get hungry for something. I ain't talking about food, I'm talking about spiritually. You go get hungry for something. And when you get hungry for something, that's when in your head you're going to say, it's time for me to get my ass up and do something else. Understand that self-sabotage is a spiritual suicide in disguise. Which is point 4. You've been attacked. You are not being attacked anymore. You just used to bleed. Now we're going to talk about this because it's also warrior. I talked about this. I talked about fighting so much, you fighting every goddamn body. Then you turn around, you ain't got nobody to fight, so I'm still in that fight mode. So you're going to fight yourself. While you fighting yourself, you lived in survival so long that joy feels foreign. Reset. Reset. Rest feels guilty. And success feels scary. When you in that point, pull your goddamn self back when it's good. You got to learn when to stop the fight. If you don't learn when to stop the fight, you ain't never going to learn that survival mode and victim mode look the same. You apologize for taking up space. You ghost your own growth. That's not trauma anymore. It's training. A bulletproof soul untrained sabotage. You stop setting fires to your own progress, and just because you're scared of it, you look at the viewpoint. See, a bulletproof soul knows when to stop the warrior. That's the point we trying to get to, the mindset. You got to say, girl, sit the fuck down. Sit down. Ain't nobody more people to fight. You got to apologize to yourself. Why am I fighting myself? I am so sorry. Learn how to understand that self-sabotage leads to spiritual suicide. And in your spiritual suicide, you taking away all your potential. And while your potential is going, you trying to figure out how you going to be here for a purpose. When you get that in your head, what purpose do I have here? You're in sabotage mode. You are suiciding your purpose. Now, it's a hard word for me to say, but I'm going to tell you the truth. You can't say God elevated me while cutting the rope yourself. Some of y'all are out here supposed to be teachers and mentors, and you are so far-fletched in your mindset of, I got this, that you don't understand there are people put in your path that you're supposed to help and let go. And while you tied yourself to a rope, you are killing yourself. Mentally, physically, and emotionally. Because you die 3 ways. Mentally, physically, and emotionally. When your brain starts working, you know that brain we got? When your brain starts working, you are physically dead. Your heart can be pumping. Your brain can be dead. The lion heart don't ever stop pumping. Go back to lion heart. It don't ever stop pumping. But I'm going to tell you something. There are some of us that are so far gone, we get that special person that can inject life back into us. Those are the people that you need to be afraid of. You know, people like me. Because I don't want nothing back from you. I want to see you do good. Some of y'all want to compare yourselves. While you competing with me, bitch, I ain't worried about you. I'm competing with myself. Because I understand that the journey in life, when you gotta give, I ain't trying to take what you got. I don't want your chaos, I got my own. You gotta understand what you are giving, work with it, grow it. You are not allowed in my courtyard unless I bring you into my courtyard. And if I give you the pleasure and you come in my courtyard ready to fight, I'm gonna give you hell. Not the way you think I'm gonna give you hell. I'm gonna give you hell by words. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna make you understand that my whispers is way louder than your chaotic roar. Because in the middle of the night, you hear whispers. They roar anytime they ready to make their dominance. I'm here, I'm a lioness. A lioness don't ever roar, if you ever notice, when she's ready to stop. No, she don't ever roar when she's ready to stop. A lioness always understands, strategizes, and move accordingly. A lioness also don't want what another lioness got unless it's food. And then when it's food, she gonna say, well, girl, let me eat too. Girl, let me eat too. Life is about give and take. You ain't supposed to take so much that you write a check your ass can't cash. Some of y'all got checks your ass can't cash. And some of y'all done cashed the check and the check that knocked your ass down. You are now crippled. You are now quadriplegic. You are wondering, why the fuck am I still here? Because your purpose has kept you here because your time is not up. Y'all ready for the truth? Truth is that you keep cutting yourself, leaving yourself inside your stagnation, and you wonder why your purpose keep dancing around you. There are people that you have found yourself entangled with that you are not supposed to be with. In that case, then, in order to cut the rope, you got to forgive yourself. Release every weapon I aimed at myself. Release the old thing called, it's my fault. Yeah, it's your fault. Now, believe it, understand it, succeed it, and move your ass on. That's what you need to do. Y'all ready for the reflection? I hope you got your piece of paper and your pen out. If they don't, then you're going to have to go back and rewind this, which is great for me in the algorithm, but that's not the point. So, here we go. What pattern do you keep returning to out of fear, not fact? Now, I want to talk about, before I finish this, I want to talk about the obligation of loyalty. The obligation of loyalty. You can't be loyal to a one-sided person. The person that you are loyal to has to be selflessly selfish. I've explained this 100 times. I'm not going to explain this right now. If you are selfishly selfish, then that means that you understand the pattern of give and take. You can't be loyal out of fear because you're going to be by yourself, because you're not going to be able to do this, because you're not going to be able to do that. You got to understand that the weapon that you release is the one you got aimed at yourself. Stop sabotaging yourself. Why is one of your bullets pointed at your head? Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself why you are so frustrated with yourself. Ask yourself why you are not trusting yourself enough to heal, because you're not ready to transformate, because you are sabotaging yourself to sit at a table you have no business at. Go sit at the table. This is what I want you to sit at. Go sit at the table, look around you, and ask yourself, how many of them people I actually got something in common with? Ask yourself, take off that mask you got to put on to sit at the table. You shouldn't have to put a mask on to sit at a motherfucking table. You shouldn't. This is not masquerade. You shouldn't. You shouldn't have to look at yourself and change the way you talk and you move for other people. You are there for them to suck off of, and while you there for them to suck off of, you are draining yourself, and they gonna put sabotage in. Because once you keep sabotaging yourself, that chaotic soul tie you got with them is gonna keep being fed. Get the fuck up. I say this all the time. Nicely wipe your face. Stop eating everybody's food. First of all, when you go to the table and you with people that you do not trust and you got a beef with, you do not eat their food. Stop eating their chaos. Stop eating their sabotage. Stop eating their self-doubt. Stop eating their self-worth. Stop eating their food, because in their food your emotions go. Your intent to heal people, your intent to push love into people is made inside food. That's why some chefs, you eat their food, they might be 5-star other people and they taste like shit to you. You feel their energy. Y'all ready for point 5? Your fire was never meant to be silenced. It was sent to burn systems down. You were born with the growl in your spirit. The edge they told you to tone down. The mouth they tried to mute. The presence that they shifted the room. Now, that's your divine fire. There are some people that walk in the room and you gotta look up. You gotta look up. I ain't talking about the ones that y'all have trained yourselves to physical attributes. When I say that, when you see a beautiful person walk in the room, you just want to look up and look. You just want to, you see the muscles, you say, ooh. I don't see your physical attributes first. I see your energy first. When you train yourself to see what matters first, you're going to see the beauty in a whole bunch of people. Shallow Hal. Go back and watch that movie. Most beautiful movie ever made. Shallow Hal. Shallow Hal saw the physical attributes first when he didn't even have it on him. But his fire, his divine, his whole spirit changed when he learned how to look into the, I'm going to say look into, because ain't nobody look into your soul like that. When he looks at the energy of the person, your energy changes the way you look to people. You weren't made for nice, you were made for impact. A bulletproof soul doesn't dim down to make people comfort or comfortable. You walk in the fire on purpose. You melt chains, burn lies, and light the path for those behind you. What I do, I light chains, I burn lies, and I light the path for people behind me. Queen and king, let me ask you a question. Have you ever walked somewhere and somebody looking at you and they're afraid of you? That fear that they see in you is that frustration, that rage. A lot of y'all walk around with rage because you don't understand your purpose and you still trying to find your purpose, but your purpose in front of you and you don't want that because you want something else. You can't have fast food every day. Fast money, fast food, fast bitches, fast everything. Yeah, I said that word, and just because I'm saying bitches don't mean a man can't be a bitch either. I've learned 2 things in my life. 2 things. First thing I've learned is when men become bitches, y'all think it means they gay. That doesn't mean that. Because I've seen some gay men that got some strong masculine mentalities. It's in their mentality. Nobody should be taking care of you. Nobody should have to pour into you so much that they are drained. Your mama can do it because she had you. Your daddy can do it because he a part of your seed. Anybody else is not supposed to do that. Nobody else is supposed to bring chaos out of you. If you are in a relationship that they bring in chaos out of you, whether it's a friendship, marriageship, situationship, get out of the situationship, ain't going there. If it's that, then you need to learn to hide your code. They're not there to help you. Savage truth is, what they tried to fix in you was the very thing that was made you dangerous. They want to put a lock on your dangers. Your dangerous is what I'm trying to bubble up. And everybody get, ooh, dangerous, ooh, dangerous. We trying to pull that switch. You know the switch they had for the atomic bomb? I need y'all to learn how to push that button in you. That's self-worth. Self-love. Self-accountability. You need to learn how to push that button in you. What they tried to fix was the very thing that you were made of. People like to fix things that ain't broken all the damn time. They fix everything that ain't broken. They fix the whole world, it ain't fucking broken. You can't fix what ain't broken. I was born with fire in my bones, and I burn unapologetically. I want everybody to learn that right there. I was born with fire in my bones, and I burn unapologetically. See, when you burn something, when you telling somebody something, I need you to understand something. Unapologetically, when you burn something, it's for them to understand that you're ready for it to take the chaos out. Now I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna finish this. It's gonna be 2 parts. But I'm gonna do this declaration right here with you. I am the storm. I am the calm. I am the war and the weapon. I do not apologize for how I survive. I do not shrink to soothe others. I am bulletproof, not because I haven't been hit, because I refuse to stay wounded. My soul is filled with peace, my fire is sacred, and I will not sabotage the future I fought to design. I deserve to be me. It's the baby whisper. I'm going to stop there. The reason why I'm going to stop there is because it's going to be a part 2. It's a savage room. We're in a whole different mindset. If you don't get what I'm saying to you, understand that Bulletproof Soul is 2 parts. This is the first part where I'm explaining to you. Second part, I'm going to cuss you out. That's just me. Y'all know how I roll with this one. Second part, you're going to see the entire savage room. The reason why I'm doing it this way is because happy birthday, Sonora. Mama, happy birthday. I don't know if you liked what I did or what, but happy birthday, Mama. And I hope that I make you proud. Because we see things as we want to see them. And as we grow up, we realize 2 things. Family is everything, but family should not be your whole entire life. Because you're supposed to grow your own family. A true woman knows when to sit down and strategize and not sit in stagnation. It ain't about being bulletproof. It's about knowing when to stop. Y'all know what to do. It's the baby whisper. Shh.
Yeah. They try to take me out, but you can't kill what God designed. It's savage season. My soul's still standing. Yeah. I took the shots, but I never fell. They loaded lies, but I broke that shell. Every word they threw trying to cut my name, I turned the pain into propane flames. Yeah. Can't chain me, can't claim me. God wrote the blueprint that made me. Every setback was a setup. Now I rise, no letter. Pressure turned my faith into diamonds. Storm turned my steps into timing. I'm the proof that a queen still reigns, even when she's walking through the rain. They want my peace, they want my crown, but I won't lay my armor down. I walk through fire, I'm still whole. You can't break a bulletproof soul. Bulletproof soul, I'm unshaken, faith in my bones. Back up, I'm stepping in mean. Lip gloss popping, crown sitting clean. Ain't here for the soft talk, this room got heat. Savage room queen still snatching the seat. I don't beg, I don't chase, I don't cry. I just boss up, glow up, and tell them bye. Got them shook off the walk in the side eye. I'm the whole plate, baby, you a small fry. Click, clack in my heels, that's power. Big drip ain't sweet, I devour. Make them freeze when I talk, no stutter. Built